Clive. We're not alone. If we are to win and ours lies beyond.
We fought long and hard for this moment.
We need only endure this final trial.
You all know what it is that awaits us beyond this gate. And we shall face it together.
Aye.
It seems our hosts would rather we remain. I will stay them.
We will stay them. Go!
Just don't keep us waiting.
Thank you.
Welcome, sons of fire.
Joshua! Joshua! Wake up!
Clive, is that you? This isn't stone here.
Welcome to our darkness. A rift between worlds wherein your kind might reflect.
Show yourself!
Grave and many are the sins of man. And we would have you know them, all of them. As fate has seen fit to deliver you home, consider this our welcoming gift.
It would seem we are trapped.
And the only way out is through Ultima. We find him, and we leave.
If you are to comprehend the full extent of your transgressions, we must go back to the beginning. When when the world was still young, we visited upon it a miracle, magic, and in its light did all life flourish. Yet the price for this boon would prove heavy. A pall descended upon the land, painting the horizon black as night. Though we labored to forestall its spread, in this one endeavor we stood powerless. And so we fled, that we might endure, that we might discover a means of salvation.
But if it was magic that caused the blight, what of the mother crystals?
I expect he'll tell us soon enough.
Salvation, alas, was not readily to be had. First, we would require a land unvisited by the stain of corruption. An unprecedented journey lay before us, one beyond the limits of our fleshly bodies. And so we cast them off. Thus, stripped to our very spirit, did we find our new paradise. A land as pure as driven snow, Valisthea. There would the true work begin, for the black crept yet behind us. And soon did we arrive at a solution, the illness having spread to every organ. There was but one escape from this fate, to start afresh.
With a new world. The one for which Barnabas labored. A paradise free from the blight where his God awaits. And where, if we only forfeit our wills and abandon everything we hold dear, humanity can join him. So, Ultima would have us follow in the footsteps of the king.
And follow we shall. For now.
forge a new world would require not only power, but a constitution strong enough to wield it. Acquiring the first would be simple. Untouched by the blight, Valisthea was replete with ether, and we had only to place jewels in her crown to claim it. Acquiring the second, however, demanded creativity. And so I cast forth the seeds of humanity.
You created us.
Is that not what gods do? We sowed the seeds for you, Muthos, all that you might one day blossom. And our future thus secured, we thought to slumber, though that would prove a grave mistake. For it was as we slept that man committed his greatest sin. He awoke. Alone in a world bereft of his god's radiance, he stumbled blindly, desperate for guidance. Finding no light, he sought to kindle his own. And from that single errant impulse was his will born. Having discovered himself at last, man turned his eyes inward and found he desired evermore that which only magic might afford. So wars were waged and brothers slain for custody over that dwindling resource, and the land, she wept tears of black.
He would condemn us for this. Surely he cannot be so blind to his own hypocrisy.
Not blind, just unwilling to admit the truth. But we're one and the same. Is that
Ifrit, or what's left of him.
Long have our ashes lain cold for want of a spark. Cast your eyes upon them and see what you must become. Valisthea cannot endure a second claim upon her being. The avarice of man drives her ever closer to destruction. But she may yet be saved by you. It is what you were born to do, why we nursed you and fed you, as your own mother should have. And now that you are fully grown, our Muthos, it is time at last for you to serve your purpose.
to right your wrongs? If our sin is wanting to survive, then you are as marked by it as we are. The fault is yours. Our wills were born because you abandoned us. And now, You would have us forfeit them. All for a place in your new paradise.
Do you imagine yourselves worthy of one? Mankind has no place in our world. Is this truly so difficult to comprehend? We only ever require you, Muthos, when the time comes to bid this wretched realm farewell. None shall follow, none shall remain.
What do you mean, none?
This is our world. Once the land's rebirth is complete, humanity will have served its purpose. Why would we continue to suffer that which has caused us so much vexation?
Because the land doesn't belong to you. It belongs to us all!
That is where you are mistaken. You own nothing but your precious will.
Brother.
I can't do this alone.
And you don't have to.
I grow weary of your dissent. Now you must learn that this master will not tolerate disobedience.
My friends, my family. We have all suffered, all fought to survive. This world may be flawed. It may be broken. But it's all we have. And if we can't share it, I see only one other choice. You have to go.
You may have created us, Ultima. But it's time we lived on our own terms. This isn't your world anymore. It's ours.
Bow down, offenders, hearts disdain.
Help me, boy.
moral attaint may not be sublimed through game standing. Only with heads hung low is penance paid. O wretched mortals incapable even of contrition, in fitting season shall we reap our harvest. Gifted this chance, and still you would raise your hand against the Lord.
What now? The darkness bends. He means to end us.
It wouldn't be the first time. But let's make it his last.
Your fate is inexorable. Surrender the vessel unto the darkness. Surrender it unto us. last, for countless generations, have we awaited this moment. Your struggles have made you strong, yet your soul remains heavy with sin. Absolution is nigh. Repent, and all shall be forgiven.
Tell me, Clive, how many lives have you saved since taking my name?
Fewer than we have ruined. Wherever we go, we leave a sea of tears in our wake.
These are the wages of your will, son.
What good are our choices when all they ever bring, all they will ever bring, is death?
There's no atoning, Clive. No matter how hard you try. So why not leave it all behind?
Leave it all behind.
Please, won't somebody save me? Won't anybody love me?
I yearn, yet still she is not mine. Have I not given enough?
From will is born desire, and it is this which consumes you, rendering you incomplete.
Do you not see how the world bends and warps under the weight of your hungering hearts? What if it could all just go away? Just go away.
Clive! None of this is real. Wake up. It's time to go home, Clive.
Clive.
That's right. You're my brother.
Brother.
Come. Remember who you are.
Clive.
Once more, lest you forget.
My name is Clive. Clive Rossfield. Look, Ultima.
Even here, the light of the vessel's will cannot be quenched. And the Phoenix, his trespass should not have been possible. Not possible unless he has been with Muthos all along. The mark of the Phoenix, emblazoned upon his heart, made manifest by the power of will alone. The power of creation. Can it be? Are their wills truly so potent?
Are you still talking?
Logos rise.
Damn it, Clive. Wake up.
That...
Sorry to wake you, but I think it may be time to leave. This place.
And once again does my creation stray from the path laid before it. Steeped in conceit, you fancy yourself a god. You embrace Logos. But we will put an end to this hubris.
What are you talking about?
In the halls of origin does our true power quicken. And there shall you be made complete. Soon, Muthos, soon you will discover how little you know of suffering. And so the crystals are no more. Yet in their silence, a new song rings. Its chorus building, a crescendo as it enters its final movement, stirring those long aslumber to waking. And back to their origin.
Bloody crystal's cracked. So where the hell are they? Oh, fuck me.
Is that ether?
What in good Grieger's name is going on?
This is wrong.
Are we back?
Clive! Joshua!
Jill! Is everyone all right?
We're fine. What happened?
Too much to explain here. Mate! We're leaving! Now! Everyone, fall back to the ship!
I will be with you anon.
Thank you. everyone what happened at Drake's Spine. And I'm going to need Otto's help. Did you know that it was I who convinced His Imperial Highness to join you in Stone here? All right. It may be that he was of a mind to do so already, but it was I who told him where you'd be.
There's nowt like a fuck-off crystal hanging over the horizon to sour your ale.
Is this the last of the mother crystals, do you think? Or could there be others buried out there?
Good morrow to you, my friend. I have compiled some new entries, if you would like to see them. Now this, I believe you will find most interesting. You wish to study the tomes? The door to the shelves shall ever be open.
Still alive, are you? Go on, then. You'll not find a better price than that. Finished, are you?
Trouble with your gear, or something for you, dear? Should last you a good while. My best work, but it'll do. You can thank me later. Bring me the materials, and I'll think about it. That it? Fine.
Aye, it's a dangerous world out. You'll not find a better price than that.
What do I owe the honor? What do you want? Yeah, that should do you.
forget this kindness, my lord.
First the skies, then the crystal. What next? The advent of Great Griga herself. I'm sure we'll be fine.
I have wronged so many. Ruined thousands of lives. I did not deserve to be saved. Save me.
It's the end, is what it is.
Your uncle, too. Origin, he called it. The origin of one.
There's something about it. I feel like it's... Back again? Allow me to educate you. Here you are. Thus ends today's lesson. You nearly collapsed back there.
It's just a touch of the vapors. I'll be fine.
Thank you, my lord, for taking me in. Everyone here has been so kind. It reminds me of home.
Clive, I wanted to give you
What's this?
A chest of all the medicines you're ever likely to need. Seeing as you're so reluctant to come to the infirmary, I thought you might as well take a part of the
I'm sure it will be very entire.
And work Rodrigue all the harder, you mean? He's a quick study, but he's got a long way to... I'll take that particular piece of advice when you heed it yourself, thank... Besides, who else is going to see that your brother takes it?
Oh, indeed.
I'm glad I was there for his final moments. He deserved it.
Still a lot. Something tells me that eyesore on the horizon is your doing.
It's a long story. One that I'd rather only tell one.
Right.
Is this everyone? As I'm sure you've all guessed, the crystal which now commands the eastern skies was summoned by Ultima. He called it Origin. Though the significance of that name is as yet unclear.
What does it matter what it's called? Its emergence tore Twinside asunder and wiped my homeland from the map.
Mention of the Dominion spires can be found in the oldest of Valisthian records. But to the best of my knowledge, none provide any hint as to their true nature. That they would prove the horns of some slumbering demon. Well...
The Dominion's demise was at least quick. Elsewhere, the Republican army cannot hope to contain the chaos engulfing Randalar. Canberra is in flames, and the Empire...
Our allies are crying out for answers. I've sent the curse breakers to give them what assurances we can, but right now that amounts to fuck all.
They wouldn't be able to stop what the skies have started in any case. People here and across the realm grow sicker with every passing day.
Could it be that this new Mother Crystal is like the others? That it draws upon the land's ether? It certainly looked that way from stone here.
If that were true, it would explain the hastening spread of the Blight since the crystal's appearance. Would it not?
And as the land's ether slowly rises to the surface, it pools, corrupting all who cannot channel its energies. Archay above, ether floods below, and in the middle, here we languish, hopelessly entrapped.
It's all right. When we faced him at Stone here, Ultima told us his true power quickens in the halls of Origin. Needless to say, we cannot allow that to continue. If we are to stop him, we will have to find a way into the crystal.
How are we going to manage that then? It's up in the sky. And fast as she is, the Enterprise can't fly.
It's a lot to take in, and I reckon we'd all benefit from some time to clear our heads. The answer will come to us. Don't you worry. Ain't that right, Clive?
Right. That's right.
Well, go on then. Bugger off. Same goes for you, Clive. You won't solve anything like this. Trust me. Go and get some fresh air, eh?
Thank you. Joshua seemed upset. Ultima may have created us, but he doesn't make us who we are. Only we can do that. And if he would have us fight for our survival, so be it. It's what we've been doing all along.
Much like Ultima himself, it would seem. His new world being naught but a means to survive. And so, we must contend to decide which of us shall inherit the land. Should Ultima prevail, it will mean death for us all. Of that, we can be certain. But even should he fail, what world awaits us? A withered, godless place, where our newfound freedom will most like prove a chain in itself.
Well, that may be, but a chain can always be broken. As long as one has the will to break it, it won't be easy. It may take generations, centuries of suffering. And that is, if everyone plays their part. But it will happen. And when it does, it will be on our terms. That is the world that awaits us.
Indeed. And what better world could one wish for?
But first, we have to reach that crystal.
Then it's a good thing I have wings.
You can barely stand, let alone fly. And only the Founder knows what horrors await in those skies. You certain about this?
Am I certain? I am the Phoenix. I will do what I must. This is our fight. Remember?
All right. I yield. But only what you must, yes? I'm still your sworn shield.
That you are.
And what of my wings? Lest you forget, you go to stand against a god. I would not have you succumb to fatigue before the fight begins. Ifrit, your brother mentioned that some few of the dominants who had lost their power to you were still able to prime. Is that true?
It is. But their icons no longer submitted to their will.
Then mine will have to be stronger. That you both might save your strength for the battle to come.
You don't have to do this.
If you do, there's a chance you might lose all you have left.
And what have I but regret? My life ended in the Dominion. I fear death no more. Besides, I would have words with Ultima. He has much to answer for.
We are in your debt, Dion.
We can speak of debts when this is over.
He speaks like a man who knows he's not coming back. And has come to terms with that.
That doesn't mean that we have to, does it?
Time to talk to Jill. I only hope she understands.
Take as much time as you need, brother.
Say your farewells, and let us be gone.
Be safe.
Looks like we've woken something up. Only one thing for it.
Sweet dreams.
Twinside's hundreds of leagues away. Take as long as you need, Clive. Just don't take too...
Good girl.
Fly, Ambrosia.
Thanks, girl.
If it's me you want, I'm right here.
Come on. Straight home now. Look who's here to meet us. Pity they don't seem fondly visited.
welcomes. I needed that. Come on. Yeah! Thanks, Gal. That's no ordinary cove. Nice try. That's better. Get him! us or them? Let's hope it was the last of its kind.
Clive. How may I help you today? Study it well, Clive. The state of the realm is ever-changing, Clive.
Come to wish on a star.
That might not be such a bad idea. This is it, Jill. You know what I have to do. There's no turning back. This is where our journey was leading us.
I could pray to Metia for you. But you'll be all right, won't you, Clive? You always are.
I did promise we'd watch the moon together.
I'll be waiting.
It's almost time. Better make sure I haven't forgotten anything. Something tells me this is no mere adventure
Clive?
Of course.
I wanted to give you...
Is this?
I stitched it from the cloth you gave Hortense. The piece she said you liked best. I told her I used to enjoy needlework, but...
It's beautiful. You didn't have to.
When I was very little, I recall my mother telling me that young ladies of the court would give knights ribbons from their hair before they went off to war. I still wear mine, so... White is the color of faith. Faith in your friends, unblemished, unfeigned. And may... I will always...
Thank you, Jill.
What's on your mind, Clive? Somewhere in the back of my mind. I know. Thank you. And Sophan. Be strong, Clive.
Clive! Rutherford informs me that we owe you our thanks. Hadn't intended for you to get in...
I would have done the same for...
You're far too modest, Clive. You'd make a terrible nobleman.
From what little I saw.
I suppose I should... But I was rather hoping the great and good of the realm might have things a little more... Alas, it seems that firm leadership is in short supply these days, and without it, we must move.
But where do we...
True, the challenges that face us are the realm's armies. As you've seen firsthand, certain cities have banded together, and yet, the only... In short, the army... Sad, but I do...
I thought he was...
And I did...
Of course, as long as chaos reigns, we will never build... And if the field...
That's...
I'll leave for... Would you send us stolen?
Of course.
Excellent.
No.
Say what you will. Lady Karen has seen our...
Running for something, boy. What is it? I never did ask where you got that anklet of yours.
From Sid, that's why. On the...
That long ago?
And you're only thinking to ask this now? Clap that there iron on him to keep him from doing...
What's wrong, boy?
I'll take like as not. Must have been hard on the poor whelp losing his loving, doubly hard in being a frost wolf. Torn away, Sid would always tell him, you want that iron gone, you fight. I reckon what he were looking for was you.
I'm sorry, sorry for making... Let's get that thing. Indeed, you miss Sid as much as the rest of us, don't you? You want me to go with you somewhere?
Quick, aren't you? Glad you've been...
Not nearly as much as you...
Aye.
You're kind...
Only...
Where to, then, Tor?
What do you think happened to Miss...
Sid, you have to help us.
With what? You didn't take apart another of Mid's contraptions, did you?
No. Well, yes. But that's not what we want to talk to you about.
It's Miss Middledal. She's been acting strange. Very strange. She's barely ever around.
And when she is, she acts like we aren't even there.
Well, then...
But...
Why don't I go and see if I can cheer her?
You did...
Right. Mid.
That's it! I knew it! The answer was right. If this doesn't steer to the skies, nothing will.
To the sky? You aren't trying to give the end...
What else would I be doing?
The children seem to think you're avoiding them. Is this really so important?
The Enterprise is already the fastest ship in the realm. But what if she weren't bound to the waves? What if she... It's not fair. The gods get the skies all to themselves, so... The Fallen had their chance, but they relied too much on magic. And see where that got them? But not me. I've discovered how to do it without... Well, almost.
And is that a one-woman job?
Are you volunteering? I'll have you know the Enterprise is my but if a godfather's offering to lend a hand, at first I'll need oil, and not just some old drippings from Miss Molly's spits in the tub and crown. Then I'll need some bone.
If it's beast bone...
No,
I should speak with one of the curse breakers before I set off for Old Hill. See if I can't find this bone while I'm there as well.
Has Middledal mentioned a new project yet?
Not exactly.
Do you suppose it's magic keeping the thing afloat?
I will not let them be forgotten. Sid.
Of course.
It is an honor to my name.
No,
I was... We were... I lost my name. The...
You were at the student... Oh, you can be...
Right.
So, there's a new mother.
One moment you think you've freed the realm from her fate. The next, a darker one rears up to replace it. What awaits us when we finally attain release? True freedom? Or something else entirely?
How are you doing? Here you go.
Think you can help?
Oh, I wasn't expecting you back. Best of luck out there, Sid.
Vivian, and I'll be happy to help.
Thank you, but
Please, it's only
you are, alas, I spoke.
if you say so.
But this.
All right, Sid. Come.
Only if you want midnight.
If it, but
Twin sides hundreds of leagues away. That'd mean the crystal is massive.
Sid, it has big arms and so one can true no. Northreach. I don't suppose they could have chosen somewhere closer.
Sid.
By all means.
Find it any somewhere.
We'll
Just
with him then.
the wish.
Ah, Clive.
Joshua, what's wrong?
I've received word from Cyril. The Undying have found
his will.
In the crypt, beneath Rosalith. After Kupka was kind enough to drive out the Imperials, the Undying took the opportunity to, and in the process of doing so...
I'm surprised anything survived.
Cyril asked that I join him in Tabor at my convenience. I have been meaning to go...
Of course, I want to know what's in that letter.
Very well.
Toggle. I'm going to need a little bit more than that, boy. Do you have a better hint for me? Unless... you've already given me one. Why don't we try the rookery? I have to port his fingers crossed the old mooring is still there. I've been...
And you, one who's...
Right is all that she...
And yet... Clive, I feel...
The exec...
Coveters of a clandestine organization committed to the collection one such text, being the tome Vivian seeks. Chronic a tale which could overturn the established order were it ever to become by all. So rumor has it. I've never actually read...
How is it that I haven't heard of this organization?
Why? Secrecy. Is they lurk, which would expire the hand of the...
But what drives them?
Fine, sadly, all that is known of the executive may just assume...
In my...
No. Rumors of the executors are rife, but rather less so across the strait. Alas, but if... Very...
Come on. Straight home now. The entire village looks abandoned. Now, which house would a bookworm live in? His interests were certainly varied. This is it. But if what it says is true, I need to get this back to the hideaway.
Leaving so soon, stranger? We've been watching you from a distance.
Subtle, I know.
Then we need not waste time on introduction. Hand me the book. Leave it in our care and return to
your care.
That is not my decision, but by one means or another, it's...
Then I'll have to politely... I won't let you erase.
Then we find ourselves at... Very well. The book can just...
Let's see, shall we?
Impressive, but we have other means.
Why do you want it so bad?
It lays out in no uncertain terms. It tells the shameful history of the persecution and oppression of a gifted few. Would you say that this interpretation...
I don't know.
You don't? Your sword may be sharp, so let me answer. There is no correct. That a series of events took place may be proved beyond a doubt. But there can be no... It is a question of numbers. If enough people believe that a set of events occurred for a reason...
So you're trying to control the truth?
We are trying to protect people from themselves, from knowledge that would bring them naught but pain. That is all. You may keep the book. The world is small. Until then.
Wait. Damn it. Let's get this back to Vivian. Vivian, I found it.
Even though I asked this of you, I was not entirely sure it would be. I fear the executors had seized.
I met with one of these, and I convinced him to let me keep. He told me that the truth is just a matter of collect, and that if enough people believe a lie...
It does, but it also means that the truth is not immutable, provided that those who wish to change it can convince enough people that as the sad history of the bearers prove.
You said that the book inspired you to become a...
It did. She was a heretic, you see. A firebrand. A gallows stood ready for her in every corner of the realm. And by shunning society, or perhaps being shunned by it, she stumbled upon a truth so potent. I, too, have always felt somehow set apart from the world of men. A stranger to my own species. She taught me that my solitude was not a curse, and that, though my journey to the truth might be a lonely one, what I found at...
Do you still feel that way?
Honestly? I'm not entirely sure anymore. Perhaps the result of studying mankind from a rather closer perspective. But the more I study, the more I find... So if you'll permit me, remember, Clive, when enough people believe, give the men and women of this benighted world...
I'll try.
Clive. Truth is but... alas. Well, Clive...
I am.
Naturally. I shall... Allow me to educate you.
It's usually me making demands of Hippocrates. Lawsman Hippocrates.
Ah, yes.
You spoke of making amends with Dion.
Then I should begin by telling you that this was some years ago, of course. At that time, I was counted among the foremost scholars of Oriflamme, to supervise all to ensure that the future emperor had alas, our time together was cut short when Dion left to join the... I had... No, when it went... Then... Well, there went...
help you today, Clive? All yours. Come again. I may have more for you.